What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And after a whirlwind blitz the last few days, we're back, I guess, on like normal schedule. But today, I got some information I wasn't expecting on getting. We've been talking about this new dual overhead cammed HEMI that was coming. And now we have a lot more info thanks to friends that are dealers and other people that work in the service departments that are looking in their own tools. And it's giving us some clues on what we know is coming. We're going to talk about possibly the return of the 318. Let's get it. Guys, before we get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway that's going on the channel right now. The Ram TRX, the red 2022 with 37,000 miles TRX is now up on the channel. Now, the extra entries are over 94% sold out. And I did hear your guys's, I don't want to say their complaints, but everybody said, hey, you didn't start this on the 1st. You started this like a week into the month. And I was like, yeah, you're right, because we kind of had overlap from last month from a different vehicle. But if you want to get in on it, I dropped a new extra entry thing. It's only going to be up for today. That's it. Or until it sells. It's available to the first 5 orders, and then that's it. People were complaining because they were like, well, I can't get the 125,000X or whatever it is. I missed out on it. So I dropped something better for you guys up there. It'll be up there for today or until it sells out. Well, it'll be up there for today. So if it doesn't sell out, it's still going to drop today. So link is in the description down below, tk'sgarage.bigcartel.com. And to make it fair for those that also wanted to get in on the Durango Hellcat, which is up, which has that 1973 Plymouth Satellite project car, I'm going to match that as well and put one up for that too. So that way I don't have to hear it from both sides. But anyways, if you want to get in on it, link in the description down below. All right. So this caught me off guard today, for real. So I get it. I get DMs, I get messages all the time from people, right, that are giving me info or talking about, stuff that's coming in, right? And, they got different people that are trying to get different work done on the vehicle. And I know exactly what one of these people were talking about, because we're building that Charger that we put that Demon engine in. Some of the people are saying, oh, it's a red eye, because I get it. Like, it's a hodgepodge of a bunch of stuff, but it's a Demon engine. But we're putting that together, and some of you guys have seen the teasers for that. They're on Instagram if you want to go check it out. We got it to start finally and get all the other stuff going. But there's issues with getting that PCM to work with the newer architecture in the Charger. But so they were going. So a buddy of mine that's at a dealership. Well, I get this message and then I reach out to a buddy of mine at a dealership. But let me get into this. Stellantis Tech Tools on Dealer Connect, he found something weird. For the trunk module software, there were several vehicles and years listed, all LB platform, with the Hurricane 400V being on there. However, we saw the 800V on there and a 5.2 liter V8. A 5.2 liter V8. That's also a 318. I think what Racer X posted here recently maybe is valid. Maybe they're not putting the 6.2 liter supercharged Hellcat engine in. They've got the development done on this new dual overhead cam HEMI engine, and they're going to drop a 5.2 liter 318 bringing back some classic, because it's funny. A lot of these classic numbers, these classic names for Mopar are coming back, like the 426. Now, what's interesting here is this 318, this 5.2 liter dual overhead cam engine, like these dual overhead cams, these 5 liter-esque engines can make a lot of power. Now, are they going to turbo this like the Hurricane was, or did they supercharge the 5.2 liter dual overhead cam HEMI and have some monstrosity? I think, and I'm not like, I can't book it and tell you with 100% certainty, but I think they're going to try to drop this news about the 5.2 liter HEMI at Roadkill Nights. Because when I got this first report in, when I got hit up from this, I literally reached out to like dealership owners that I know and was like, hey, can you have your service guy hit me up? It's a favor. I want him to look for something in the, Stellantis tools to see if this pops up. And every single one of them said they saw the same thing in there with the 5.2 liter. Now, I was thinking this dual overhead cam V8 was probably, they said it was going to be smaller in terms of displacement to the 5.7, right? The HEMI that we all know and love right now. But to get this information in and all of them confirm, 5.2. I thought it was going to be a 4.7, to be honest. I thought they were going to bring that Magnum-esque motor back and dual overhead cam it and call it a HEMI. But I think this actually makes way more sense. I equate this to what General Motors did with the 5.7 liter V8 when they went to the 5.3, right? They went a little bit smaller displacement, but the 5.3 was actually able to make a lot more power, right? I think that 5.2 liter dual overhead cam HEMI that's coming is going to be an absolute monster, and it might bring more power than the 6.2 Hellcat engine. Let that sink in. Now, could there be an error? Could there be an issue out there where this is showing up in the Stellantis tools? Sure, I doubt it. You don't see, like, there's little Easter eggs like that all the time, all right? And they have to have these tools in the software that's out there well in advance to be able to support this shit. So that's why I think this is legitimate, and this is why I think we're getting a 5.2 liter 318 HEMI, and it's going to happen much sooner than you expect. I think the Dakota's going to get it. I think the SRT Scrambler is going to get it. I think the Charger, or whatever variant they're going to call that shit, whether it's a Super B or a Daytona, is going to get it. And I think what Racer X was told by these executives at Dodge, I thought it's probably Matt too, what he was told, I told you. What did I tell you from the beginning? That this was a big fucking misdirection, right? I told you this was a misdirection. I told you guys that. So, yeah, I think we're going to get that 5.2 liter HEMI. And yeah, he's right. Maybe they don't put the 6.2 liter in there. Maybe I'll be the only dumbass at Roadkill Nights with a 6.2 liter engine. I bet it's still going to be fast though. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.